Hi and welcome. I'm Manu July, owner of Volleyball 101, the #1 coaching website in the world. And today we're going to be bringing in some new content. I'm very excited about it. I'm here with Maya Talisa from Raw Sports Yoga. We're going to be doing some awesome stuff, volleyball cool downs using yoga volleyball cool downs.
That's
and
it.
I think there's this massive gap in training for volleyball where all these athletes are training and doing all this stuff, but they're missing a vital component, which is right at the end, stretching and doing some good mobility work. So we brought in Maya. She's worked with elite athletes on the AVP and FIVB, as well as collegiate teams. Tell me a little bit more about collegiate teams.
Sure. With collegiate teams, it's all about just adding in that programming that's missing, right? It's the flexibility, it's the mobility. It's something I'm extremely passionate about. And through my work with players, as well as teams and coaches, it's just really great to see the benefit that they get. In the long run, it does reduce risk of injury, as well as promote longevity, and that's definitely what I love to be here for.
Okay, so we're going to be shooting 3 beach workouts that you do at the end of practice. They take 5 to 10 minutes. You can coordinate, do different parts of it based upon how you're feeling that day. But really, we're going to be teaching your athletes as well as yourself how to do these yourself at the end of your day. We've already just finished training. We're out here in Marine Street in Manhattan Beach. So we're just wrapping up and now we're going to be doing these. Also, we're going to be filming these same things for indoor volleyball, as well as a 45-minute workout day that you can do on your off day, like your Sunday, just to kind of re-energize, rebalance your body and stuff, correct?
Exactly, yeah. It's great to just integrate some low-impact stuff that helps rebalance your body, and as well as allow your body to just regenerate from all that training you do. Give your shoulders a little bit of break and a little TLC as well.
Okay, so make sure you check out all the videos at volleyball101.com, and also you can get a hold of Maya through Volleyball 101 or rawsportsyoga.com, and you can also find you on
any social media outlet, just at Raw Sports Yoga.
Okay, cheers. Okay, so what are we starting with, Maya?
We're starting with just 2 simple stretches that's going to target your chest and upper back and shoulders a little bit. So we love to use the space that you have around you. The goal is to do really simple, easy movements that you can do right before you play or right after you play. And so we're going to start by stretching out the pec major, pec minor, especially after hitting, or blocking. We tend to get a lot of this hunched over motion.
Just passing, like this is where I'm at.
And afterwards, if you work on the computer, or drive, right? So we want to really open this up. So you can extend your arm out. Place your hand flat on the pole.
This way?
Exactly. You're going to extend it straight out. You want the wrist about the level of your shoulder. And then from there, you're going to just walk yourself open to the left. So we have Andor's right arm out to the right, and he's walking over to the left and just opening right across the chest and shoulder, breathing. So with all the poses in the 3 videos, what I suggest, if you have a timer, you hold it each 30 seconds each side, each move. Okay. Or if you don't have a timer on you, you can take 10 slow, deep breaths. That's another way to work around it.
I like the 10 slow, deep breaths.
Yeah, exactly. And here, working on like that scapular stability. So not hunching up at the shoulder, you're working those shoulder blades down the back.
Exactly. That's a good verbal cue that you always want to try and remember, is bringing that shoulder down like
and
that.
as well as up in those upper rib cage, right? I do this as well to stick it out, working those in, always connecting to our abdominal wall. Super important.
Okay, great.
That's it. And then let's just switch sides and go to the other arm.
Okay.
So same approach, right? Palm totally flat, and you could do this. Here we have a nice stable wooden pole, but you could do this with the metal pole even if it's smaller.
Perfect.
Yeah, so there, just Andor's breathing here. And again, really straighten out that arm. Checking in with those shoulders and those frontal rib points, right? And that's always great to put your hands kind of in a place that you tend to get a little bit lazy. Or for me, I always have my hand on my belly doing something like this, because it's super easy to get lazy here.
Yeah, I can totally feel that. I try and do that when I'm in the gym too with a lot of the exercise. I like to just kind of make sure I'm engaging it.
Just engaging, yeah, it's all about that.
Okay, great.
Perfect, so the next arm stretch, we're just gonna go towards this deltoid and then back of the arm. So we're gonna switch sides, and this time you're gonna reach through, and this is his right arm. Elbow arm is right in front of you, and to start, we wanna work on that scapular stability to start.
Yeah, it's really tough remembering that.
Exactly, and that's key, especially for volleyball players. You want this to be nice and healthy. And where are you feeling a stretch? Right across the deltoids,
and then also through here, right?
Exactly, and into that upper back. And now, one quick variation from here, what I'm gonna have Andor do is take the bottom arm across, just like you're wrapping your arm around, giving yourself a hug. You're gonna let this upper back portion just poof out, right? You're gonna let it round, and you're gonna hug yourself in a little bit deeper, and you're gonna breathe right into these rhomboids. So it just gives you a totally different stretch.
Now, if any of you guys are playing serious volleyball, you know that area is so key for like good volleyball, and you're always tearing that area up when you're spiking.
Exactly, and especially you're dealing with a lot of shoulder problems. A lot of that is connected to this upper thoracic part of your spine. So we want to make sure we're taking care of those muscles as well.
Okay, great. Switch sides.
Yeah, go ahead and switch sides. So again, starting first step.
Hold the shoulder down, keep the scapula in control.
Exactly. Someone's been practicing, right?
Yes.
With a little bit of stretching here. That's it. Control. That's what we want at the beginning.
And again, 10 breaths or 30 seconds, eh?
Always. That's a great rule to kind of guide any stretching routine. And again, this will take you 5 minutes, if that, at the end of a workout. And let's go ahead and round it out. So you're gonna walk those fingers in as far as you can. And you're letting this upper back, so now you're relaxing. You're not necessarily pulling those shoulders down. You're breathing into those rhomboids right in your back.
Yeah, I had a big workout last night too. Doing some new stuff with this Canadian guy. Yeah,
You're
it's
working
like,
out a lot.
Yeah, I'm like doing double days at some days. Of like just training too.
And this is also, a lot of this is about just regenerating your body, right? So taking it back to that pre-workout state,
Yeah.
right? And that's why cooling down is so important. And you forget to cool down, your muscles are just torn out.
Okay, great. What's next?
What's next, we're gonna go down to the sand and work on our glutes and our hips.
Okay, great. Okay, what's next, Maya?
Now we're gonna do a move I call pretzel legs, because that's how you feel like when you do them. You're gonna sit back, and we're gonna start stretching our right side. You're gonna take your left foot and bring it around so that the heel is right next to your hip.
Okay.
You're gonna take this right foot, take it right over that left knee,
Okay.
nice and flat. And from here, I want you to start by just lengthening your spine up towards the sky, and then you're rooting that right hip down. And now you're gonna hug it in a little bit tighter and twist to the right. So not only are we getting a nice twist, right? So we're working on that length in the spine, some mobility in the spine, but by rooting and dropping that right hip down, we're really targeting the glute med, which is a really important muscle, especially if you're dealing with low back pain. I see a lot of young guys, a lot of young volleyball players dealing with back pain,
Oh, it's
right?
huge.
And luckily at beach volleyball, it's less of an impact with the sand, but you still deal with it a lot. So
big time.
stretching out that glute med is really important.
And I
because
can
it's
just feel how
connected to that.
tight I am in here, and it's so hard actually rooting that.
Right hip.
Yeah, it is. That's not an easy thing.
It
And
totally
staying
changes
and
the pose.
vertical.
Yes, and so remember, stretching, it's a lot of work. If you're stretching, and I see guys do the like right hip, left hip, and that's
So
it.
do I just switch sides?
Switch sides, yes.
Okay.
And again, 30 seconds to start, or 10 slow deep breaths.
Okay, good.
So you can have a timer or not have a timer. So same thing, you want to work on lengthening up first before you twist once you get
Okay.
settled. So inhale, just lengthen up, and
Okay.
then you can exhale, twist to the left. So you're going to hug that left knee in,
Okay.
and you can take that left arm back for some support as well. And if you're a little bit tighter and sitting down in this cross, you're pretty open. You do a lot of mobility work, I
Yeah,
can
I've
tell.
been working on it.
Yeah, and it's totally obvious. So if you're a little tighter, you can take a bunch of towels if you're on the beach, or just something to sit on, and giving yourself a little height may help you access this pose a little bit better.
Great, and it's again 30 seconds,
Yeah.
and I can just totally feel this all the way through here,
And
and
the
awesome.
glutes, IT band as well,
And back.
and the back. That's it.
Okay,
Slowly
great.
release. And from here, we're gonna go into thread the needle pose.
Okay.
So probably done this in a yoga class for someone who's taken the yoga class, but it's an awesome stretch. You're gonna lie back down on your back.
Okay, just like this.
Yeah, exactly. You're gonna lie down.
Okay.
You're gonna cross that left ankle across the right knee.
Okay.
And now before we get into the pose, I want you to really flex and work that foot. So whenever we do hip openers, you can tweak your knee if you're not careful.
Oh,
and so
interesting.
just by putting a little bit active work in that foot, it protects the knee a lot.
Oh,
So you're
okay.
gonna reach through and grab the top of your right shin.
Like
or,
that?
yeah, and again, you're pretty open. So you can either grab the top of the shin. If you're a little bit tighter, there's always the option of grabbing the back of your hamstring underneath that shin. And you just relax back. Again, work in the foot, work in the foot. Aha.
It's so hard to remember to work that foot.
Yeah. And that's it. You relax head and neck, shoulders back. That's the point of here. You're not crunching up at all. and you're just hugging that knee in as much as you can. And again, this is totally opening up your hips, which is so important for you to stay agile on the court, right? As well as reducing stress on the shoulders. A lot of times if you're not taking care of the full body and the hips, that also puts stress on your shoulders when you're playing.
Interesting, yeah. Sun's in my eyes here, so I'm
Oh, that's okay.
just going to give myself a little bit of cover.
And let's go ahead and switch sides. So when you switch sides, super easy. You let go,
Okay.
uncross the legs, and then take it over to the other side.
Now, something you showed me the first time we did this was this little drop move.
Oh, the twist. Look
I
at me.
like that, yeah. You want to show me
Totally forgetting. Look, Andor's going to start leading all the yoga
Yeah.
classes. Yes, I love adding twists to this move. How could I have forgotten? From here, all you do is you let your leg fall over to the left.
that? That's good, because I was going to let it fall over to the right.
No, so that's it. So the goal here is just this top foot.
I know, I
is
love
putting
this
weight
twist.
down.
It's really good. It really feels great. So.
Yeah, exactly. This is awesome. And again, this is all about allowing this right side of the body to stretch out, so getting to that low back as well. And again, that spinal mobility, which is really key. And if you ever forget, that knee that's bent, so here it's Andor's right knee, you're gonna take it to the left. It's the opposite side. It's a good way to remember.
You know, for me, why I remembered this is really a tough place to stretch and really continue to remember to do it. You know, they got all these weird openers and everything else. This is so easy, and it's just easy way to work it into your workout. Okay, good. Switch
And then
sides.
we switch sides.
Okay, focus, foot, pull. Okay.
Yes. Foot flexed, pull that knee in, and
Now-
just breathing here.
Now, Maya, one of the things is I'm sure many of the athletes experience the same thing as me, where one side is more tighter than the other. Can you share some ideas and what to think about with regard to that?
Totally common. Like everyone, even like absolutely everyone typically has one side that's much tighter to the other. A lot of that has to do like, are you a lefty, you know, or do you use your right arm predominantly when you're hitting? Are you right-handed when you write? So it just has to do with our daily habits. And especially with something like volleyball, where it's just total repetitive motion, whether you're digging, you're serving, you're hitting, your body's going to become imbalanced.
Yeah.
And that's another key reason you want to do some sort of stretching cool down, is you want to maintain balance in your body, and that has to do with reducing risk of injury.
And that's what I like about this. Some of this is really helping with my balance, and I noticed how bad I was when I started focusing on my mobility work maybe a year and a half ago. Okay, so let it
into
fall.
the twist, let it fall over. And what you'll notice when you let go, your legs pretty much naturally want to fall in the right direction.
Great, and I totally feel that it's great all the way through here. I mean, awesome.
And for here, just like we said, the 30 seconds rule, you'd want to do that first phase for 30 seconds, and then here for about 30 seconds. Or again, 10 slow, deep breaths. Super easy.
I'm in breathful.
You're like, how many breaths have I taken?
Good.
That's it.
Good. Okay, Maya, so this is
Video series number 1. There is 3 series of workouts, and you can intermingle them based upon how you're feeling on the day. But they're really, really good. Some of the other areas you're going to be working on is?
The next video, we're going to do a lot using a towel, right? Which I'm sure every beach
And
volleyball
what
player
areas
has.
of the body?
Shoulders will hit hips again as well. But then what we're going to do differently is touch a bit more on hamstrings next time.
Perfect. Okay, to see all the videos, go to volleyball1on1.com.